Live from Death Ray Studios in the sunny West Valley of Phoenix, it's Late Night with the Davey. On this week's show, we're shaking things up with a mixtape listening party, so get those tracks lined up and share what you got. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Davey Death Ray. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Death Ray here. How you all doing on this lovely Wednesday night? Back for episode 43 of Late Night with the Davey. Gosh, I've missed you guys. I know it's been a little bit. I think the last time I went live was last Wednesday, which was a total blast and a great surprise. Just doing a little Ask Me Anything with you guys. You guys were all amazing. It was so much damn fun. The weekend was really busy with work and a whole bunch of other stuff. Happy Mother's Day, of course. I know it's been a few days, but if you guys checked out my Evil Dead Rise video, you saw a little Mother's Day love there as well. Trying to get back into all of that fun pre-recorded stuff, guys. It takes quite a bit of time. When I look, sometimes I'm like, you got to do it, dude. You got to get with the pre-recorded stuff. You know, you have to do the pre-recorded and the live, all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm trying to get better at that, guys, and doing my best to not get discouraged when I obsessively check the numbers on those, because I know at some point it'll start turning around and looking a little bit better. So super pumped to be hanging out with you guys. Still catching up on sleep from the wild weekend and everything. And of course, I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Monday night, I was fortunate enough to go see Final Destination Bloodlines with Cecil Laird from the Horror Show channel. Now that I'm an official team member over there, going to be seeing me pop up on that channel a little bit more. So guys, if you are not subscribed over to the Horror Show channel, you're going to want to give them a sub, or give us a sub, and you'll see me a little bit more. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be checking out Bring Her Back, the new film from the brothers that did Talk to Me, which I really enjoyed. So looking forward to that one as well. Cecil and I will do a review on that. I would imagine maybe there's some sort of embargo, so I don't think the review is going to drop, like on Friday or anything like that, but keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, and then, gosh, what else do I have to say? Friday, I'm going to be over on Happy Sanjo's channel, over on Koi's channel. He's going to be interviewing me about, kind of getting personal about certain memories and certain experiences with movies. And I really don't know what to expect. I would imagine it's going to be sort of like a tell me about the movies that were like coming of age moments for you. Or I really don't know. So we'll let Koi conduct the interview. I'm super pumped to be popping up on his channel on Friday evening. And for the channel members, I know it's been a little bit. I've missed you guys. But Friday afternoon on the East Coast, I'll probably be doing a members-only stream. Well, I will for sure be doing a members-only stream. I just have to figure out what the heck to talk to you guys about. Or maybe you want to tell me what you want to talk about. I'm not sure. And then what else do we have coming up here? Sunday is my birthday, so I'm going to be hanging out with the fam and all that stuff in the afternoon, but at 10 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. I know it's kind of late, but I want to get in that family time, and I'm going to be jumping on and just kicking it with you guys for a little bit on Sunday evening to spend a little bit of my birthday with y'all, because I love you guys, and you guys are so amazing. So of course I want to spend some of that 43rd birthday celebration time with you guys. And real quick, really, before I start saying what's up to everybody, want to remind you guys, hit the like button. It certainly helps the stream. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching after the fact, thank you so much. Leave a comment down below. We're going to get into a little bit of a mixed tape listening party here. I'm interested to know how this will go. It's something that you guys have seemed really excited for, or excited at the prospect. So hopefully I can do a good job here. Of course, for obvious reasons, I can't play the music on the channel during the stream, but kind of like a watch party. I'll put a little blurb up there about what we're listening to that'll be in this section of the screen, and then I'll give a countdown before, we play the track. So this is something that can be a little bit interactive for you guys that are currently in the chat. If you want to make sure that I play your song during this thing, feel free, throw me a little super chat. Could be as low as $2 if you really want to make sure that your song gets played. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of go through sort of like a little autobiographical mixtape. So I'm going to take you back to when I first started falling in love with music, and then just kind of like that path moving forward from there. So it'll be a whole bunch of different stuff from my childhood and adolescence and all that kind of cool stuff. But for now, I'm going to say what's up to all you guys in the chat. Hope everyone is having a great week so far, and I hope you guys are a little higher energy than me. Oh my gosh, I lost some sleep on the weekend. Yesterday I had a big old work meeting. It was like a full day at work, all day meeting. I drank a couple of those sugar-free monsters, and now I'm starting to think like, oh, did those screw me up? Because I usually never have energy drinks. I'm like a coffee guy. I'm like a cream-only, no-sugar coffee guy. So yeah, maybe drinking monsters is something that I shouldn't do. But I'm going to say what's up to everybody, and then we'll get going with the hang. We got Chester Franklin Jr. in the house. What's happening, Chester? So good to see ya. We got our guy Lamontre Gillard, one of our great channel members. What's happening, Lamontre? So good to see you as well. Jason from Backtrack Cinema, another great channel member. Welcome on in, Jason. Hope you're having a good week. We got our guy Prince jumping on in, says 43? You're turning 43? Man, you look like 25 to me. Oh, you're too sweet, Prince. Yeah, I'll be 43 here in 4 days, Not having kids, not being a cigarette smoker, maybe those things help with the age thing, mixed with lovely DNA from my parents, I would imagine. Denise says he doesn't look a day over 41. Well, there you go, keeping me in check, Denise, one of our great channel members. Hope you are doing well, miss. Always a pleasure to see you. Is Davey late because the cassette player must have eaten the tape? I think so. Yeah, I just put the pencil in the cassette and wheel it on back. Yeah. I miss making mixtapes. I love doing that as a kid, even just making them for myself. I would get those 120-minute TDK tapes and do like multiple records on one, or even like I'm a big NoFX fan. My parents aren't the biggest fans of music with like inappropriate lyrics or bad language, so I made up a NoFX parental mix that were songs that I could just play with my dad in the car and they wouldn't piss him off. Yeah. So fun times making mixtapes for sure. We got Adrian James in the chat. What's happening, Adrian? So good to see ya. We got Sam from Our Life in Horror jumping in. What's happening, Sam? Hope you're doing well. Been enjoying catching your lives as of late. And of course, looks like you had an epic little vacation there. Awesome trip. Looked like a lot of fun. Not gonna lie, a little jealous of the trip there, Sam. We got Aaron Click in the house. What's happening, Aaron? So good to see you. I can't say hi, but hi. There you go. Well, you can say you did it. You did it. King Matthew III says, what's up, Davey? How are you tonight? I just got off work where I ended up breaking my arm, so it's a little hard to type. King Matthew, what do you do for work? It seems like you're always getting hurt. I hope the recovery goes well. I hope you're doing well. All things considered, you must have a job that is relatively dangerous, I would imagine. What's happening, Brett? So good to see you. Always a pleasure having you jump on in. We got our guy Dean Renner in the house, one of our great channel members and Patreon members. And you know what, guys? Denise is a Patreon member as well. She's, these guys are working double time, some of them. We got Jordan Decker in the house, says that intro, though, shades of the Ed Sullivan Show. Oh, thanks, Jordan. I try to do it up a little bit for late night with the Davey, the blazer, the ridiculous radio voice on the intro, all that fun stuff. We got our guy Tyler Adams in the house. What's happening, Tyler? Always great to see you. Hope you're doing well. We got Nanette from Nanette's Blood Rose Horror Nightmare. What's happening, Nanette? Always fun to see you jumping on in. Please tell me you just got laid in that blazer, Davey. No. Nope, never been laid in the blazer, Jordan. But hey, my birthday's coming up, so who knows what's gonna happen? Who frickin' knows? There you go. Soul Asylum's Runaway Train really inspired me to run away, says Jordan. I love that song when I was a kid. That was a big hit. Prince is saying, great video on Evil Dead Rise. Thank you so much, Prince. Really appreciate the kind words. Yeah, that was a fun one to do. Sometimes I'm like, do I need to go longer? I know some people do like really deep video essays, but I guess you just kind of got to go by your own compass. Speaking of which, I really appreciate everyone's input on the poll that I put out there on the channel just yesterday, 2 days ago, just about, what kind of movie review format you guys want to see from me. And it seems like most of you want a standard pre-recorded movie review, which totally works. I think I'm going to try to incorporate some more, of course I want to hit on all the aspects of the film and everything, but I do think that I want to start talking about like pros and cons, or at least list a couple pros and cons of each movie, because sometimes I can just get sort of lost talking about the acting or the cinematography or the soundtrack or whatever. But it would be nice, I think, to have a little pros and cons section. So after tonight's show, I plan on shooting a review for, I know it's a little bit late now because the movies have been out for like a week, but I plan on doing one for Fight or Flight and Clown in a Cornfield. So we'll see what I get done tonight. Thank you, Mighty Fine DNA. All thanks to Mike and Christy Conway and all of the rest of the ascendants, as it were. Mixtapes were the best, Denise. I tend to agree. Adrian says, I used to make mixtapes of my favorite music. That's the way to go. That's it was a way to show a little love to someone. Hey, I made you a mixtape. A buddy, somebody that you want to be romantically involved with, whoever. Chester Franklin's reminding everyone to hit that like button and show me some love. Thank you so much, Chester. Really appreciate you. Had to mow a little bit. My yard is a jungle, says Aaron. I only got a little done, but I should be able to finish it this weekend. There you go. It's that time of year for sure. Oh my gosh. I feel Nanette saying I'm really tired, but I wanted to come by and say hello. Running on fumes. Haven't slept all night. Oh no, been awake for 21 hours. Yeah. Man, just a lot of work this weekend. I had to work on Mother's Day. I worked an event outside, and it just happened to be like 105 that day and really hazy. And I did have like coverage and all that kind of stuff, but oh my goodness. It was tough standing outside for 7 hours in the 105-degree muggy heat. It's a little early for that. And once the summer rolls in, we don't do as many outside events. So, oh my goodness, I'm still feeling it a little bit, I am sure. We got Matt Facci from Facci Cinema jumping on in, one of our great Death Squad mods. What's happening, Matt? Hope you are doing well. Guys, Matt is resuming his Friday the 13th redo review series, I believe tomorrow night. Hitting up Friday the 13th part 2 with the guys from You Need a Podcast. Of course, Christian from Planet CHH and our guy Nick Miller from the Lost River Drive-In. So make sure you're subscribed to Matt's channel so you can check that out tomorrow evening. I had a blast appearing on Matt's channel last week to talk about the original Friday the 13th from 1980. That was great. And Matthew does construction. Yeah, I would imagine you could hurt yourself any given day on a site. So take care of yourself, Matthew. Hope the recovery goes well for you. Prince says James Gunn mixtape on Spotify sounds rad to me. He did a good job on Guardians of the Galaxy. Good shit. Brett says, hey, Davey, can you post a link in the chat to be a member, please? Yeah, I should be able to do that. I think if you're on an iPhone, it's really tough. They sort of hide that from you, but let's see here if I can copy, if it'll let me do this. Let me see. There you go. I'll pin that message there in the chat. So there you go. That's to become a channel member for anyone that wants to do that. Guys, for as low as $1 a month, you can be a channel member, which is pretty dope. Pretty dope. And yeah, it is in the description for sure. So if for whatever reason you can't see the description, now you can click it from the chat. Let's see here. Thank you so much, Nanette. Really appreciate you. I hope you get a good rest. All right. You got to take care of yourself. Sleep is very important. So take care of yourself. We got our gal Trisha McMasters in the house. What's happening, Trisha? One of our great channel members, Patreon members, and Death Squad mods. Hope you're doing well. Always great to see you. Yeah, Runaway Train, classic. I saw Weird Al when I was in like 6th grade. He came to Juneau. And while he was doing like a costume change, they just played Runaway Train and they showed videos or pictures of like one-hit wonders and said, like, you know, like Debbie Gibson missing since 1986, all that kind of fun stuff. It was pretty good shit. Let's see here. Davey, we love live streams. I just like having a shorter video of just your thoughts. Always awesome. Thank you so much, Trisha. Yeah, guys, moving forward for movie reviews, I'll always do the out of theater reaction on my shorts, which is kind of like a review, you know, like a very non-spoiler review. Gives you an idea of how I felt, a couple of the things that stood out to me, or either in a good way or a bad way. But I do think it's important to keep those pre-recorded videos going. It's, you know, shorts, pre-recorded videos, and live streams all kind of have different audiences here on YouTube. So I need to be better just about spreading the love, you know, to fit everyone's wants and desires. Jordan says, we want naked reviews. If we don't get them from you, I'll have to start doing them on my channel. Nobody wants to see that though. Yeah, I would just look topless though, right? Unless I just stood up and all you saw was yeah. Probably not going to work, Jordan. YouTube probably wouldn't like that. Maybe for the members we could do naked reviews, but probably not. Denise says, now that it's been a few days after seeing Clown in a Cornfield, what do you think of it, Davey? I'm pretty lukewarm on Clown in a Cornfield, guys. I think it's one of those... First, can you guys hear me okay? Is my microphone too quiet? Let's see. There we go. Maybe play with it a little bit there. Okay. Yeah, the Clown in a Cornfield, I'm just sort of lukewarm on it. I liked it okay, which I think is fine. I'm not going to be getting like too pumped or too down on a movie unless it really irks me or pisses me off. I think I said this in my short, like if you're in high school or in your early 20s, I think Clown in a Cornfield is probably the perfect kind of slasher movie to check out because it's for the modern age. A couple of the things that it did surprised me in a good way. Some of the things I was just sort of like, what? And then, of course, the pop music made me feel so old. And I noticed that there was a lot of it. Like every few minutes, I was like, oh, another pop song. So, yeah. What did I say? 2.5 stars, I think, is what I gave Clown in a Cornfield. I think that's pretty fair. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again. But that doesn't mean that I hated it, you know. That Superman trailer was pretty all right. I like that we got to see a little bit of you know, Clark and Lois kind of you know, sparring intellectually. That was kind of cool. What's happening, Blu-ray Addict? Hope you are doing well. So good to see ya. Yeah, Nicolas Cage and Christian Bale doing the Madden movie. That looks amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm a huge football fan. I grew up listening to John Madden and playing the old video games, like the ones from the 90s that were on the Sega Genesis. That's where I started with Madden football. So, and man, Christian Bale looks so much like Al Davis in that picture. Yeah, I'm really interested to see how that all shakes out. And just like I know it's going to be about that era, you know, late 70s Raiders. So it'll just be, it'll be cool to see exactly what they cover there. We got our guy, Chris Snyder from Movie Misfits Video. What's happening, Chris? One of our great Death Squad mods and a content creator himself. If you've not subbed over to Movie Misfits Video, check him out. Show him some love. Give him a sub. Boom, look at that. Jordan Decker's been a member for 6 months. Holy cow, Jordan. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Really appreciate you. Thanks for stopping on by, Jason. Hopefully you can maybe catch the replay if you want to jump in and listen to some music with us. Boom, look at that. Brett became a YouTube member. Thank you so much, Brett. Really appreciate you, my guy. That is awesome. You guys are amazing. Again, if you want to get a track played tonight, you want to make sure the track gets played during tonight's stream, you could gift somebody a membership. you could drop like a $2 super chat. That'll guarantee it. What I'll do is I'll probably play a few songs and then pick one of your guys' songs. So if you've got a song that you want to play in all capitals, put mixtape and then the song that you want to hear. And then we'll go from there. Let's see here. King Matthew says, I got my tickets to see Final Destination Bloodlines Friday. I'm currently having to avoid social media due to spoilers. I haven't seen anything on social media. Cecil and I recorded a spoiler review that I don't think we've released yet. So the review that I did on the horror show channel with Cecil is non-spoiler, but we did a separate, recording that'll be released at some point where we just kind of dive into whatever we want to dive into. And yeah, that does suck that people are spoiling that. It's there's some, I think, what did I say? 3.5 is probably what I'd give Bloodlines. 3.5. My favorite sequel since the first sequel, my favorite movie in the franchise other than the first two. I thought it did a really good job at like tying everything together. And I could tell it was that the creators are passionate about the franchise, which was really cool. And it just like, I don't know, it enriches, is that the word? It just makes the lore more rich. And I thought it was pretty effective at what it did. Had some good moments of humor in there. Of course, you're going to get some fun kills. That's what that franchise is kind of all about. Blu-ray says the band The Calling had a great one-hit wonder with the song Wherever You Will Go. I think I remember that one. I think I was in high school when that one came out. Adrian asks, favorite one-hit wonder? Man, I'd have to think about that for a little bit. I have to like go back in time to when I was actually listening to pop music or, watching MTV and all that stuff. Trying to think. I can't think of any like super favorite one-hit wonder as of now, but I'm sure one will pop up, Adrian, as we go on. Dean says Clown in a Cornfield was a big letdown for me. I would say so. I was hoping it would be better based on what I was seeing from the reviews. So I suppose it did not meet my expectations. Is 3D available on YouTube? I want to see 3D naked reviews from Davey. Oh my gosh, you guys. Terrible. Chris says, I just watched The Rule of Jenny Penn on Shudder. Not for me, but I did like how the cast was elderly and set in a nursing home. That was different. I haven't seen that one. The trailer looked pretty interesting. Yeah. That's the one with like Jeffrey Rush and John Lithgow, right? We got Robin the midwife in the chat. What's happening, Robin? Hope you are doing well. Says, clowns are a no for me, dog. Yeah. Some people, that's just the way it's going to be, Don't want to see any clowns in any movie whatsoever. But yeah, Clown in a Cornfield, it was certainly a movie. I read the book, so I'm interested to see the difference. Yes, I want to know what you think, Trisha, after you watch the film. I'm very curious. Look at that. 6-month club for Dean Renner as well. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. And 8 months for Trisha McMasters. Holy cow. Chris says my ranking is 35124. I'm excited for Bloodlines. All right. Well, gosh, I don't know how you'll feel about Bloodlines then because, well, I think you'll like it, Chris. The cool thing about it is Bloodlines goes so much further than just talking about the story in this particular film. So even though there's a million movies out there that have Bloodlines as like a subtitle, I think this one earns it a little bit more for sure. Tub Thumping by Chumbawamba is Chris's favorite one-hit wonder. That's a pretty classic one right there. Yeah, Trisha's right there. Yeah, that was a pretty big song when I think I was in high school when that one came out as well. I'm old as shit. It's hard to think of a favorite one-hit wonder for me because I like a lot from bands that a usually lesser second. Oh yeah, no, I hear you. I guess even if you like more than the one song, if they only had the one hit, then it would still count as a one-hit wonder, right? Something like that. What about like I Come From a Land Down Under or something like that? Men at Work, right? right? Isn't that, or no, did they do Who Can It Be Now? Did they do that one too? Or did Dexy's Midnight Runners? Who did that one? Because I feel like it's an Australian band. Well, there's a good one. If it's not Dexy's Midnight Runners, then Come On Eileen is a good one-hit wonder, right? Boom, Horror on Tap. That's our guy. Is that our guy, Jordan Decker? That's our guy, Jordan Decker. Just started a brand new channel. Guys, show Jordan some love. Throw him a sub. Please, one of the mods, please feel free to put in Jordan's channel link in the chat so everyone can check it out. Let's see here. We got our guy Joel from Dark Room Reviews. What's happening, Joel? So good to see you. So good to see you. Yeah, Come On Eileen. But what? Who Can It Be Now? Is that Men at Work? I think that is Men at Work. So I guess Men at Work technically had two. So Come On Eileen, I think that's a pretty solid one-hit wonder. My birthday is Sunday, Joel. If you guys are looking for something to get me for my birthday, yeah, right. Fright Rags just put out or just launched some Day of the Dead merch. There's this yellow Day of the Dead shirt that is so choice. I would love to have that shirt. I mean, I guess I could just buy it for myself, but I'm lazy. And I have a lot of shirts, so I'll let somebody gift me a shirt, but I don't know if I really need to go buy the shirt. Cool. Looks like we're all caught up with the chat. Hope you guys are rocking and rolling this evening. Yeah, let me bring up the other window so I can start searching some music here. So yeah, guys, I don't really know. There's like, I mean, you guys, so autobiographical music mixtape. Now I could play you stuff like, you know, like Great Balls of Fire from Jerry Lee Lewis is one of the first songs I remember getting into as a kid. Little Shop of Horrors, that soundtrack to the Frank Oz film, that was a huge one for me. I don't know if you guys are very familiar with that one, but that got a lot of play from third grade Davey on the cassette. Awesome. Thank you so much, Trisha. Really appreciate you. But I'm thinking, oh shit, we got here Shitty. Sergeant Shitty Pickle saying, what's up? How are you doing, Shitty? Hope you're doing well. And look at that, Joel from Dark Room Reviews dropping a super sticker with the 99 cents. Thank you so much, Joel. Really appreciate you. I'm thinking, though, and I'm sure you guys have heard this song. I'm going to take it to the first song of the night is going to be In Bloom by Nirvana. And I am going to, we're just going to listen to the track. There is a music video, but I'm just going to do the track. So guys, kind of like what we do on watch parties. Oh my God, this thing's freaking out on me. Kind of like what we do on watch parties. I am going to share the link here for the song. So let me copy it here. Let me go ahead and put it in the chat. And I'm just going to say 3, 2, 1, go. So you're going to want to get that link all lined up if you want to listen together. And let me just, this might take me a second to get this all lined up. Appreciate your guys' patience. Let's see here. Nirvana In Bloom. This is the first track we're going to play for you guys, because I remember getting this cassette when I was in 4th grade. Love this one so much. This was I mean, I love the whole album, but this was a track that yeah, I think this is my favorite. One of my favorite. Actually, you know what? I'm going to call an audible. We're going to do, I love In Bloom, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to do Drain You, because I think Drain You is the best track on the record. So let me pull that up again. I know, it's totally professional, Davey Death Ray here. We're going to do Drain You. How about it, guys? Let me know what you think of Drain You in the chat. And of course, if you guys do have a song that you want me to play, then let me know in the chat as well. So let me go on over here. I'm going to delete that last link. There we go. Here's a link for Drain You. All right, guys, Let's see how this goes. I'm curious to know what a listening party will be like. We're kind of, you know, trial by fire here. What I'm going to do is I am going to pause the music. Boom. And then, guys, get that song all lined up. Let me know if you're going to be listening along throughout tonight's little listening party here as well. And I want to give you guys a little bit of time to get that song pulled up, and then I'll probably talk through the song a little bit too. So get ready to be bugged by my voice talking at you. Okay, so Tyler's going to be listening. Hell yeah. All right, guys, if you have the link pulled up, let's go ahead and get this going. And for the folks watching after the fact, hopefully you're able to see that live chat and you can pull up those links as well. Although, of course, you know what we're going to be listening to. And I guess you could just pull it up without having the link if the chat isn't there. So let's go ahead and get this first track going. This one is 3 minutes, 43 seconds. This is Drain You from Nirvana's second full-length record, Nevermind. And we are going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Love that clean guitar. I really like, I know Kurt Cobain didn't like the production on this. I love that it's all like warm and syrupy. Nirvana is edgy enough. It's okay if the production is a little slicker. Although In Utero sounds fucking great too. Hell yeah, Tyler. Yeah. I don't dive into them a whole lot either. So it's always great to go back. I mean, they are a great pop band, pop rock. It's about as rough as you can get and still be considered pop music. Yeah, it's just right there on my screen too, unfortunately. Yeah, I love something about Kurt's voice. He's just got it's pretty different. Like the flaws are all there, but they're really beautiful, the way it works with everything. And it's just like this wall of sound on this whole record. And then here we are, we're a minute and 40 into the song now, and this amazing little interlude with like the rubber ducky and all sorts of crazy shit. There's Butch Vig does a really cool kind of like behind the scenes on recording the tracks for this record. That's pretty entertaining stuff. You can find that on YouTube. Oh yeah, the rubber ducky's great. Love it. 170 days until Halloween. It's all a great buildup, and it's the way it ramps up, and then you get that awesome fill on the snare, and it just, yeah, here we go. And that awesome groove. Like there's like a swing, like a pendulum swing kind of feel to this groove here. Dave Grohl's backups are fantastic. Isn't it crazy how that works, Jordan? Oh man. I do that with like almost every record. I'm such a wannabe drummer. And Dave Grohl's stuff is like simple enough, like good drumming to kind of learn with. What's happening, Gory? Boom. And there we go, guys. We just checked out our very first track on the mixtape listening party. How about that? You guys just want to jump into another one? Do you want to jump right into Let's see here. I'm thinking right around that same time of life for me. I was in fourth grade and I got really into Guns and Roses, everyone. And I'm trying to, oh gosh, I shouldn't have been listening to these guys when I was that young. Um, I want to play a song off Appetite, and I'm trying to think of the best one to play off Appetite. I think, let's see here. It's So Easy. How about that one? You guys like that song, It's So Easy by Guns N' Roses? Just probably something I really shouldn't have been listening to, but I didn't understand really what it meant when I was a kid. Back off. All right, there is the link in the chat there, guys. If you want to listen to It's So Easy by Guns N' Roses from Appetite for Destruction. Let me just go ahead and get this going up here. Guns N' Roses. This will be fun, guys. I'll probably do like a block of 3 or something like that, and then we'll chit chat for a bit. See if you guys have anything that you want to listen to, and then we'll just keep rolling. So, boom, currently playing Guns N' Roses, It's So Easy. Link is in the chat. Not a GNR fan, says Aaron Click. Gonna skip this one. This one's funny. This one's a fun one. I like this. Fourth grade was Spice Girls for Trisha. All right. I think that was like freshman year or something like that for me. Something like that. Jordan says The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang is the song of my life. Those guys are pretty funny. Pretty silly group there. Holy cow, we got Mark from Tales from the Shelf in the house. What's happening, Mark? So great to see you. We're doing a little listening party here. Shaking things up on Late Night with the Davey, episode 43. Hey, episode 43, and then on Sunday, I turn 43. Coincidence? Probably. All right, here we go. Guns N' Roses, It's So Easy in 3, 2, 1, go. It's been a while since I've listened to this one, too. But I listened to this like, I have 4 older siblings, so I found my sister's cassette and was listening to this at like 9 years old or whatever. I love Axel's got like these different modes of singing. And then that guitar riff, it's got this like Egyptian Ophidian scale kind of sound going on. Love it. And in the era of like all those hair bands and everything, like, yeah, these guys had the look of a hair band, but let's be honest, Guns N' Roses is just like classic Los Angeles rock and roll. Like it's fucking Hollywood badass rock and roll. Little breakdown. Second different voice that Axel's used. And he's got his squeaky one in the background too. Yeah, and I think their songs were a little less like, yeah, I mean, Patience and all that. They had their ballads and stuff, but they were a little more, following their own compass kind of band for this time. Oh yeah, the jutted out lower jaw white guy singing. Oh my god, the lyrics are hilarious. Yeah, they're for sure more gritty. Yeah. Yeah. If only my parents knew what I was really listening to back then. Especially the Use Your Illusion records have some pretty rough language on a couple of those tracks. 'Cause I don't know. Yeah. Well, you guys that are hanging out with me during the listening party are fucking awesome. There's only 10 of you in here, so you guys must be the ones that really wanted this. Flash just ripping up the solo here. I do like a good solo with singing over it. Can be used very, very well. There we go. Second track. Boom. There it was. Guns N' Roses. It's so easy. Okay, so we're going to jump from fourth grade Davey listening to music to fifth grade Davey. This was like the first time I ever put a record on a turntable and dropped a needle, and it was The Doors. People Are Strange from Strange Days, the album by The Doors. So let me go ahead and bring up the link. Wow, this one is just 2 minutes and 10 seconds. How about that? That is a very quick pop song, folks. Very, very quick. All right, so I'm going to drop the link there for The Doors. People Are Strange. Get this going over, There it is. Okay. All right. Give you guys a couple seconds or so, maybe catch up on a couple comments here. Tyler says, my wife doesn't get solos. She's like, can we get back to the song? Well, and that's, in this one, it pretty much is just the solo is only at the end. So, yeah, I mean, I think, there is like a set structure for like, especially pop music and everything, but I think it's fun to shake it up every now and then and do something like a solo in either maybe at the beginning of the song after like the very first chorus, or to open up the song, or in the instance of It's So Easy, playing the solo as the chorus is repeated through the end. I kind of dig that. I dig that use there. All right, guys. So here we are. The Doors, People Are Strange. This one's only 2 minutes, 10 seconds, I believe. Oh, yeah. From Strange Days, 1967 is when this one came out. So we're going to go ahead and push play on 3, 2, 1, go. This might have been the first song that I ever dropped a needle on. Love that stereo mix, man. It's like the bass is all the way in the left, the guitar is all the way in the right. That's wild. Sounds like the drums are in the middle. They're kind of buried. And this video is trippy that's on the Doors official YouTube. This is very trippy. Oh, here comes the solo. Look out, Tyler's wife. Yeah, I've never I really do love the Doors. I've never been one of those like Jim Morrison worship kind of persons. I just really like the band. Mm. I do remember. I recall that cover from Lost Boys, Aaron. Yeah, that's a good one. Echo and the Bunnymen. That's fun. Jim's little, his little all right, yeah. And I think we're gonna get a even wilder all right, yeah, at the end. Ray Manzarek on the keys there. Yeah, these guys are just a little quirky. So, like when I listen to Cake, I'm like, Cake kind of reminds me of the Doors in a certain way. The Doors with like a lounge singer. And there we go. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. That's it. It's all over. Let's see here. Let's chat with you guys here a little bit. I'll get that music going again. Ooh, yeah. So we moved up from 10 to 11 people watching. That's good news. Do you guys have anything that you want to listen to here while we're doing our mixtape? Or do you guys just want to chit chat about whatever instead of doing a mixtape? I'm down for whatever you guys want. And holy cow, we've got my brother in arms over from the Horror Show channel, Mr. Robert the Wolfman. Ow, ow. How you doing, Robert? So good to see you. One of our amazing channel members and Death Squad mods. Hope you're doing well. Yes, People Are Strange does have a dainty, mysterious feel. I think that's very that is a pretty good description there of that one. That is astute, Aaron. Aaron wants to keep on rolling with the mixtape. Oh yeah. Yeah, seriously guys, let me know. It's not a requirement that you have to drop a super chat to get a song played. I didn't know how many people would be requesting songs. So feel free if you have something to request, then drop it on down there. A one-hit wonder I love, Corrosion of Conformity, Clean My Wounds. I know of the band Corrosion of Conformity. I can't think of that song. Trying to imagine it in my head right now, and I can't think of it. Prince wants to listen to the new Avril Lavigne song, With a Simple Plan. What's that called, Prince? What is that song called? In the interim, let me find we're gonna do one from another one from the grunge era. Let's see here. Man, this song is long. 5 minutes, 15 seconds. I don't think I want to put you guys through that. I'm going to skip. It's going to be Stone Temple Pilots. And I'm going to pick a song off of their second record called Purple. And that song is going to be, for some reason, I can't think of any of the song titles except for the hits. Let's see here. Perfect. There we go. Found the whole album there. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see here. Man, a lot of these songs are pretty long. Pretty long. Let's see here. Yeah, I do remember Who Let the Dogs Out. Missed by PJ Harvey. Okay. Let's do that. We could do STP later. Let's do PJ Harvey Missed. All right. And I'm just going to go with the standard audio version from the record. It's not going to be like a live version or anything like that. So I will grab the link and share the link there. This one is coming to you guys by way of Mr. Aaron Click. There's the link in the chat. Let's see here. Want to make sure I update this guy. All right. PJ Harvey Missed. There we go. All right. Pause that music. Boom. There it is. Okay. Here we are. From Aaron Click, this one is PJ Harvey. The song is called Missed, and it looks like it was released on January 1st, 1993. We're going to start it in 3, 2, 1, go. Young and Dumb. That's the Avril Lavigne Simple Plan? Okay. All right. We'll get that one going. I'm going to star some of these for you guys. Boom. Moonshiners. Good night, Texas. All right. Thank you so much for the 2, Robert. We're going to get that one in there. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm seeing that here, Aaron. Produced by Steve Albini. Hell yeah. Love a good Albini recording. His kick drum just fills the friggin' space. The Steve Albini kick drum. Cool. You got it, Prince. Sounds good, Chester. Have a good one, brother. Take care. Mm, yeah. This has that. This is like a first time listen for me, guys. So I'm kind of taking it all in. Love the airy guitars. Yeah, Steve Albini. I mean, the records that he makes, I'd listen to any Steve Albini record. I don't even care who the band is. Just heavy, even though it's like clean-ish guitars. So this must have been like right around the what he did Surfer Rosa, probably not long before this. In Utero just after this. Oh yeah. That the bell on that ride cymbal. A fuzzy guitar in the background. Brett, you have to click the link. I dropped the link in the chat for each song. I can't play the music on the channel or they would kick me off. Yeah, I noticed just there a little bit of the off, like the kind of time signature, a little bit of the change there. Seems like Albini always kind of pulls the weird out of the artist too. I like that. I mean, he usually gravitates to people that are pretty unique, anyways. That feedback coming in. Ooh, yeah. Just so dirty, but like so satisfying. Yeah, the drums kind of do a flip on the upbeat and the downbeat, switching between the snare and the kick there on this time signature. It's pretty. I like that. Yeah, man, these Albini recordings like really they just seem to like pull a lot of emotion. That's what I've noticed about the Albini records. Even by the way, great song. Thank you so much for sharing, Aaron. Really appreciate that, man. That was a good track, and I love Albini, so really appreciate that. Yeah, even like Bush is a band I'm not too like I don't think they're that great really. Like they've got some songs that are pretty catchy and everything. You know, a decent like Nirvana kind of ripoff. But that Razor Blade Suitcase record that Albini produced, man, that record sounds so good. I don't even care if Gavin Rosdale has like the worst lyrics I've ever heard because the album just sounds so damn good. What's happening, Erica? So great to see you. One of our amazing Death Squad mods, reminding everyone to hit that like button for the stream. Thank you so much, Erica. We're doing a little something different tonight, Erica. We're sharing music. We're doing like a little bit of a mixtape kind of thing. So so we'll be listening to songs. I'll be dropping the links to to a spot where you can listen on YouTube. And I'm sure you know that I can't play the songs here. Through the stream, but yeah, we're listening, and we're gonna get going with Robert the Wolfman dropped a $2 super chat, so we're gonna give him priority on the Niners. Good night, Texas. Let me bring that one up here. Moonshiners. Good night, Texas. All right. This is another song that I don't think. Oh, Good night, Texas is the name of the band. What's the name of the band? Um, Goodnight Texas, The Devil Makes Three. Interesting. I think I found the right track. Let's see. You might have to tell me if this is the right track here, Robert. I don't want to play the wrong song for your $2 super chat. So let me go drop this. Is this the one, Robert? Go ahead and click on that and let me know if I've got the right track here. Let's see here. 2.3 million views on this one, and this song is copyright August 5th, 2014. So that was my dad's birthday in 2014. And instead of doing the banner like I usually do, I'm going to put Robert's super chat up there. So we're listening to, the song is Moonshiners. The band is Goodnight Texas, if I read that the right way. Okay. Jordan, thank you so much for kicking it with us, bud. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next time around. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and get this going. This is Moonshiners by Goodnight Texas on 3, 2, 1, go. A little bit of a bluegrass feel I'm getting already. A little old timey. Man, talk about like a kick drum stomp box right there. Holy shit. It's like the kick drum is like in stereo. It's huge. Mm-hmm. This is like a song that would have been on Sinners, on the Sinners soundtrack, Robert. It's good. It's like this is kind of music that I enjoy it, and then I never like think to put something like this on when I'm picking music for myself. Yeah, it's got to sound like it could be from like the 20s or 30s. Kind of just taking it in, guys. I mean, it's like, what is this? Three guitars and a mandolin? A little slide guitar there. That's a good idea, Erica. I could do that after the stream, right? Just do a playlist of all the tracks. Guess I could even do that in the description. Yeah, I was waiting for that vocal harmony. All right. All right. That was Moonshiners by Goodnight Texas. Thank you so much, Robert. Really appreciate the $2 super chat and that request. That was damn good stuff right there. I've never heard that song. So this is fun. I get to listen to so far I've heard two songs I've never heard before. Paula, I did see there that you want to listen to some Chris Daughtry. Do you have a song? Do you have a song from Chris Daughtry? What I'm going to do in the interim is I'm going to get that Avril Lavigne song going on here with Simple Plan, Young and Dumb, requested by Prince, our guy Prince there. Okay, I guess I'll just do the music video on this one because it doesn't look like maybe the record hasn't dropped yet. So I'm seeing like a lyric video, but it doesn't look like it's official. So let's give her the view here. There's the link for the Avril Lavigne song here. Now, guys, when it comes to Avril Lavigne, like I only know the hits from like the first couple records or whatever. I'm not very well versed. So she got popular when I was about 20 or 21. So I was sort of like, you know, not paying as much attention to all that kind of stuff. Plus, you know, it was a little poppy. Like I never really got into a Simple Plan either. They were always way too safe for me. But I'm curious to see what this sounds like. I'm not going to judge it before hearing it, and I'm not going to be a jerk about it no matter what. So, okay, so currently playing is going to be Avril Lavigne, Young and Dumb. Link is in the chat if you'd like to listen along, and we're going to get this one going on 3, 2, 1, go. And this is the official music video, released just 5 days ago, 3.3 million views so far, guys. Look at that. She's still got the power. Oh, and there's a young version of herself hanging out in an empty pool, the skate park. This guy's face, the singer for A Simple Plan. I don't know why. His face always makes me very punchable face. I am like Casey Kasem. This is a total pop track here. Yeah. But you know what? Real instruments. Don't hear a lot of real instruments in pop music anymore. Kind of just random, Erica. I started the night sharing some kind of autobiographical. So I did Drain You by Nirvana. It's So Easy by Guns N' Roses. People Are Strange by The Doors, because that covers like my 4th and 5th grade falling in love with music. And then I'm just kind of opening it up to you guys, like whatever you want to listen to. This guy. Is this guy Jason Sudeikis' younger brother? Maybe. Hey, all genres are eligible. Fragile by Tech Nine. Okay. I can certainly see why this has 3.3 million views in 5 days. It's got a very anthemic, nostalgic vibes. The melodies here on the chorus are very much like, yeah, that whole nostalgia, looking back, very fitting with the lyrics. Yeah, this makes this is why every teenager feels like they're going to live forever, because of songs like this. Yeah, I can dig it. Very like goosebump inducing pop here. Like she has a really good voice. This guy, I don't get it with his voice, but her voice is great. All right, there we go. That was Avril Lavigne, Young and Dumb, featuring Simple Plan. Oh yeah, thank you so much. Really appreciate the request there, Prince, and the assist from Robin the Midwife on the title. Let's go ahead and give Erica, since she showed up here, she's one of our mods. Let's go ahead and give Erica the floor, and let's switch it up with a little Tech Nine. I never met Tech Nine, but I recorded in this studio in Kansas City back in 2001, and I believe he's from Kansas City, and he was making a record in the studio, and his backup guys were there to do all the fun backup stuff. So he wasn't there, but I met a couple of his guys in the kitchen there. Okay, so this is Fragile featuring Kendrick Lamar. That must be the one. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link, and then we will get listening. Appreciate you guys hanging. You know what? This might not be the most viewed episode of Late Night with the Davy, but I'm having a damn good time. This is I don't get to do this very much, like sharing music with people, and especially having people share music with me. So I really appreciate it, and you guys are awesome for kicking it. So Tech, I'll put the 9 in there. Yeah, there we go. Fragile. All right. Boom, there's that. Wait, what? There we go. All right. I think I was a little too quick for StreamYard on that one. Holy crap. Owns his own studio in Lee's Summit, Missouri. All right. Yeah, this was back in like 2001. So I don't know if he had that spot. It was Chapman Recording in Kansas City, Missouri back in 2001. I've watched Chris do his reactions. I've never heard a Chris song, but I've seen him do reaction videos. All right. Yeah, Avril's voice was great on that last track for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one going. Aaron, I see your request. I'm going to get through everyone else's. Prince dropped an AFI one, but those of you who have already had one played, we're going to get you we're going to make sure we get everybody else first. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and get Tech Nine going here. This is, looks like it's from the album called Something Else. There you go. All right, guys, we're going to get this one rolling. 4.1 million views on YouTube, and press play in 3, 2, 1, play. Hey there, J Beach. Welcome on in. We're listening to a bunch of music. I'm dropping links in the chat so you can follow along. This is so different than what I thought it was going to be, Erica. I thought it was going to be like more like tough rap, you know? Love the drum sound here. It sounds like real drums. So is this Kendall Morgan, the female vocal? All right. That's some fast syncopated spitting right there. Yeah, I sure do appreciate organic instrumentation in hip hop more than just, you know, beats created by a computer. Mhm. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Yeah, she's got a really good voice. Very sultry. A lot of good this really cool kinda quality to her voice. A little bit of a grit on there. Very pretty. Thank you, Erica. So so who is this now? I just don't know these people's voices. Nice little break there. Another stop, okay. Okay, so this is Kendrick, okay. Love a good double vocal on a hip hop or rap track. Re the double vocal track really shows off how impressive the syncopation is and the rhythm of the bars. Because if you don't have good rhythm as a rapper, what the hell? What it's all about, isn't it? Wow, for a 4-minute song, kind of a breeze here and chill the whole time, musically speaking. Awesome. All right, guys, that was Fragile by Tech Nine featuring Kendrick Lamar, Mayday, and Kendall Morgan. Total beast. Yeah, absolutely. Hip hop and rap, it's just like I've got the few artists that I grew up listening to or, heard on MTV that I kind of always go back to. Beastie Boys, Dr. Dre, Snoop, all that kind of stuff. Bone Thugs, the G Funk era, Warren G, like that kind of stuff too was really fun. Lately I really like this guy Tom McDonald. He's probably the most punk rock act in music, I think, but he's a rapper. Dax, I really do like Dax. Adam Calhoun, I like him okay. But Dax's voice is crazy. And he kind of reminded me, it must have been Mayday, must have been the first guy that had the feature on this one. Correct me if I'm wrong, Erica. I'm not sure. Or maybe Mayday was the one singing the chorus with Kendall. I don't even know. But the first verse in this track that was like really, really quick and kind of staccato, like Dax sort of reminds me of that. I'm not sure if any of you guys know who Dax is. Oh man, Mac Miller's really good too. Really love that guy's voice quite a bit, especially the albums where he does have the instrumentation, like the drums and stand up bass and all that stuff. Let's go. Tyler's got one. The Midnight Kids. All right, just started playing after this. Good song. Oh, do you want to hear that one, Tyler? Do you want to hear this one? Do you want other people to listen with you? Okay, so Tech Nine did the very first verse. Okay, cool. So Mayday singing the chorus with Kendall Morgan. Okay, we're putting it together. We're piecing it all together. Let me see here. What do we got? Oh, the Oct. I don't know if you're still hanging out, the Oct, but we're going to play your song, Lunatic Fringe by Red Rider. Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe. Another song I've never, ever heard. All right. Let me grab the link for all y'all. Boom, the Oct is still here. Love to see it. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. Sorry it took so long. You got Davey Death Ray spinning all the hits tonight. All right, here we go. Just gonna nope, that's not what we're gonna do. Let's see here. Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe. Boom. Okay. Oh, come on. Technical difficulties, folks. Yeah, and guys, we can do this. I don't know if you guys saw my post. Jamie Hart was supposed to be on the show last week. She had some family visit and it was she just wasn't able to make it work, and unfortunately she's under the weather this week, so we're shooting to bring her on at the end of the month. So I will probably try to do something like this at another time that's maybe not tied into late night with the Davy, and we can just sort of kick it and listen to some songs. And guys, if you're members and you want to see something like this on a members only, where you guys just get to constantly throw songs at me that we can listen to and, have me hear some new shit, I think that's kind of fun. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys dig what we're doing here, and we can plan another one of these. I think it would be cool to do one that's like a full record too, where I'm just like, guys, I just want to listen to this record with you. Like, let's listen to some Descendants or some shit like that. I do want to play you. There's a couple tracks, just more. I want to get back on the auto biographical thing, but I'm loving listening to your guys' suggestions here. So let's check out Red Rider, Lunatic Fringe on 3, 2, 1, play. 10 million views. Wow. There you go. Something tells me I'm totally missing something by not listening to these artists. Awesome. Thank you so much, Denise. Really appreciate you. J Beach. Man, every song that I haven't played today, I've never heard in my life. So I'm kind of right there with you. But that's why we have each other, so we can expose one another to some fun stuff. Oh, it's a classic 80s rock song. Maybe I'll recognize it. Maybe I just don't recognize the creepy 30-second intro. All right. Hell yeah, Erica. Glad you guys are digging it. Yeah, chill or not chill, whatever. I mean, just whatever you want to listen to. The Midnight Lost Boy. Okay, I'm gonna star that one, Tyler. I'm just playing the songs the people are picking. Oh, this is the guy that did Life is a Highway. That's why he looks familiar. Okay. Yeah, I've never heard this song before, guys. At least I don't think I have. There you go, one hit wonder. Man, he took a break between this and Life is a Highway. That's another one hit wonder. 2 hits. Set for life, right? This has definitely got like a soundtrack kind of vibe, you know? Even though it's not synthwave, it has a synthwave kind of structure and feel just with how open it is, you know? The drums are kind of like the drums are just kind of doing their thing. They're just on that beat. They're not changing much, but everything is sort of changing around it dynamically. So it's like opening and closing. Nice little slide guitar vibe there. I've never heard I don't think I've ever really heard someone like bust a slide guitar solo with like full distortion before. Nice. Love the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs. They're the best. There we go. Vision Quest soundtrack. Okay. Yeah, it just has that kind of vibe. Airy guitars. Yeah. It's probably where they got their band name. Yeah, like doing like fly weights, like take it to the limit, you know? Yeah, it was a ripper. Oh, a little siren kind of effect there. That's another good example, Tyler. All right. This one is wrapping up. Okay, boom. There we go. Red Rider Lunatic Fringe. Okay, I got one that I want to play for you guys really quick. We're gonna skip ahead a couple years. You guys all know Stone Temple Pilots. I love those guys. You know, sixth grade, they totally got me. Seventh grade, Green Day broke and all that. And then, man, everything changed for me when I heard No Authority by Face to Face. So we're going to listen to No Authority by Face to Face. This song changed everything. Yeah, wild times. Because I had heard like punk rock, but only like, Green Day at that time, I would say like, yeah, you could call them like, pop punk, punk rock, however you want to slice it. But hearing this track here, and it is like, it's poppy and everything, but I just never heard, I don't know what it was. Like I heard this on 4th of July, 1994, I believe it was. My buddy Oli Staveland, his brother Steve had this cassette in their van, and we're watching like the 4th of July parade where they're throwing all the candy out and everything. I hopped in the van because he was like, you got to hear this band. And it's the fourth track on their first full length album. And yeah, here we go. Let's see. Sorry, I'm all stuck in nostalgia here. So this is from the album Don't Turn Away, that was released. We're going to listen to the re-release or the remaster that came out in 2016, but the album originally came out, I believe it was 1994. So this is No Authority from the album Don't Turn Away by Face to Face. But really quick, let me get this banner switched out. I really appreciate your guys' patience. I want to make sure that the people that watch afterwards can really follow along here. So let me see. There we go. Okay. So boom, there's that. And we're gonna, did I drop the link already? Boom. Okay. Drop the link. Boom. Roasted. I'm just gonna keep on saying boom. Because I don't know what else to do. All right. No Authority by Face to Face. 3, 2, 1, play. I just never heard like this guy's voice was so unique to me at the time. Love that playing the bass with the fingers. Oh, brings back all the memories, guys. That should be pretty interesting, JB. Yeah. The vocals on the chorus coming up here. Just how airy they are. Oh, something really interesting about the chord structure. So the verse is just the opposite of that chord structure from the chorus. Yeah, this one. This was like when I heard this band, I loved music. Like I adored music before hearing Face to Face. This was the song where I was like, I have to start a band and I have to start writing music. This was the song that did that for me. Love the sexy bass riffage. It's like one of the things that just helped them stand out, you know? You have no authority. So good. Thank you guys for indulging me. There we go. That was No Authority by Face to Face from the album Don't Turn Away. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we have? Tyler wants to hear Lost Boy by the Midnight, so let's get that rolling. Really dig the Midnight. And I don't know if I've heard this track specifically. I'm pretty sure I've put an album of theirs on just to have in the background. So maybe I have heard this one. It looks like I have. Looks like I have played this one. Because I see Heather Graham popping up in the. Oh, I think I do recognize this one. Yeah, these guys are so good. I mean, their music in the Terrifier 2. I mean, it's fucking incredible. Like it just so fits the vibe of the movie somehow. Let's see here. Just want to share that with you guys. There we go. So this is going to be the Midnight Lost Boy. Let me go ahead and update the banner as well. The Midnight Lost Boy. Boom. Roasted. Okay, guys. Let's get this one rolling here. 3, 2, 1, play. 5.4 million views on this version. Oh, this is Retro Wave Cinema that's putting it. Okay. So I didn't even click on the Midnight's actual. The Midnight's version has like 10 million views or something crazy. This is just, it's showing scenes from License to Drive. Fun movie. You know, music has a very strong power to take you back. Like you say, good or bad. Oh, and this one has more traditional vocals. All right. Digging the bass and Face to Face. Love it. What's happening, Matt? Thank you so much for joining us. We're doing something different tonight. We're doing a little mixtape listening party. So click the link in the chat. We are checking out the Midnight Lost Boy right now. And drop a song. If you want me to play a song for you, drop something in the chat. We should listen to the whole Rubberneck album. Yeah, Mike, welcome back into the chat, bud. Love Possum Kingdom by the Toadies. I do love that whole Rubberneck album's amazing. Yeah, we'll get that one coming up here shortly. Yeah, these guys, the Midnight are so dependable. Such great tunes. You know, even though License to Drive has some questionable things in there, um, I do find it to be a mostly charming movie. I mean, the two Coreys are amazing in it. Heather Graham is very charming in it as well. I like the effect on the vocal during the chorus here too. Ooh, yeah, Tyler. Tyler and Possum Kingdom are both such messed up songs lyrically, but they're such good songs. That guitar tone, that's a really nice fat guitar tone there. It's probably a keyboard. She's such a. I'm watching the retro wave cinema version that I dropped for you guys. Heather Graham's so cute. This must be South Pasadena where they shot this. All right. Anything by Drama Rama. All right, Matt, we're going to do Possum Kingdom by the Toadies first, and then we'll do anything by Drama Rama. I do love that song. So let's go ahead and get this one going for our guy, Mike, in the chat. So let's see here. Toadies, Possum Kingdom. Yeah, this record is so good. And man, the Toadies took forever in between making their first and second record. It was like the band didn't even really. I remember them not really sounding the same by the time the second record came out, which is a shame. And Prince, I see your requests in there, bud. You've requested a couple. I'm just wanting to make sure everyone gets a turn here. So it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm really, really lukewarm on Jimmy Eat World, I promise. Here we go, guys. This is Possum Kingdom by Toadies. This is from the album Rubberneck, which came out in 1994, believe it or not, on Interscope Records. This one is 31 years old. Holy cow, 52.8 million views on YouTube since 2009. And we're going to get this one rolling in 3, 2, 1, go. It's a classic. The little suction, like reverse vocal kind of thing going into each line. I guess this is perfect for horror people like us. This song is twisted. I always felt like the Toadies were like the way better version of the Pixies because I'd never really got into the Pixies. I always thought the Pixies were like so overrated. I never quite understood it. They used this in the Thunderbolts trailer. I guess I missed the Thunderbolts trailer. I love the movie. I saw it twice. I don't think I've seen. I guess I haven't seen the. Guess I missed the trailer. That bass riff is so good here. I think this is they're these guys were an Austin, Texas band, I think. True, but that chord structure, that G, it's G D B C. Man, it's a standard progression, right? So even like The World Has Turned by Weezer is the same chord progression. But yeah, I mean, it does sound like the Pixies, and I think that they just sort of have a Pixies kind of vibe, but just so much better. I love that southern bluesy kind of sound they've got. The bass just dominates the mix here. I love it, especially when it does this little do 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 do, the little walk. Just always gives it this forward momentum, even though the guitars are jangly and starty stoppy. I will treat you well, my sweet angel. That's true. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Chester is back. Yes. Do you wanna be? Give it up to me. Such a good voice. My angel. The drums here. Do, ga, do, ga, ska, ga, 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 ska, ga, 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 love that. That's such a cool actual written drum part. Back in the day, those GameWorks arcades, they had the you could play drums to songs. Like it was before Rock Band. You're actually like sitting down an electric drum kit. This is like the one song I could play drums to out of all the songs on there. So anytime I like early 2000s, I would go to GameWorks. I would want to do this every time because I've always wanted to be a drummer and I suck at it. All right. What just happened there? Sorry, I had a blip. Oh my goodness. Classic Toadies track, Possum Kingdom from Rubberneck. Tyler wants to listen to the whole Rubberneck album. Maybe we can do that sometime, Tyler. That would be fun. All right, guys, we're gonna switch gears here. We're gonna go with our guy Matt Arnett. We're kind of switching gears, but we're gonna stick with a little bit of a horror kind of theme because anything by Dramarama is famously in A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. So we're gonna check that one out here for our buddy Matt. Let me get that link shared for you guys out there in the chat. And if you're watching this after the fact, guys, hopefully I figured out how to make a playlist or at least drop the songs in the description if you're not able to see the chat. Usually it takes a while. After a day, I think the chat shows up and everything. But there's the link there for anything by Drama Rama. And we are going to get this one going here in just a few moments. Let me just go ahead and update this one. Drama Rama. Anything. And this one, of course, goes out to Matt Arnett, but I'm also going to dedicate this one to our guy, Cody Snyder, one of our great Death Squad mods and channel members. Cody absolutely loves this song. So this one's going out to Cody and Matt. Dramarama, anything in 3, 2, 1, play. Talk about jangly rock. Here we go. Hey, no worries, Erica. That's right, guys. Make sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. That's awesome, Tyler. Man, that would be a fun one. You just cover the record pretty much front to back. Road trip. All right. It's been a while since I've seen that one, but I love that movie. Yeah, this guy's voice is great. Is this pretty much like a one-hit wonder, right? Only 1.1 million views. Come on, guys. Let's get that up. Such a great little. This is like it's interesting because this is late 80s, right? but they've got a grungy look going on, you know? Yeah, they're kind of ahead of their time here. Right up my alley. Love this kind of music here. Oh, I love it. Playing the chorus, but singing the verse over it. That's good shit. What do you guys think? So, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, do you guys think that that movie is underrated? I like it more and more every time I watch it. Um, and I Nick from the Lost River Drive-In put out a video last week about it. Uh, I don't know what it is about that one. It just seems to get better and better. Okay, guys, the next track is gonna be the last one I'm gonna play tonight. Then I'm gonna go through a few of yours. We'll probably call it at about 2 hours. We're at about 142 right now. But we are going to listen to one of my favorite bands lately. They are called the Beths from New Zealand. The song is called You Wouldn't Like Me. There's the link there so you guys can get that going. I'm going to update the banner here. This, like I said, this one will be the last one of my selects tonight, and then we'll grab a few more of your guys's. So this is the Beths. You Wouldn't Like Me. Love this track so much. I love this band. I'm so pumped they're going to be here on November 6th, and I got tickets because being as that they're from New Zealand, they don't come out here very much. Usually they just play New York or LA. They open up for somebody really big, and the tickets sell out like that. So really looking forward to checking these guys out live. I've watched plenty of live performances here on YouTube and everything like that. Liz, the singer and lead songwriter, does she's lead songwriter and lead singer, but all the other guys in the band sing and do. They're a four-piece that sounds like 7 or 8 people. So I absolutely adore this band. This is You Wouldn't Like Me by the Beths, and we're gonna get it rolling in 3, 2, 1, play. This is from their first record entitled Future Me Hates Me. Thanks, Paula. Glad you dig it. Don't the Beths look like they would be like in a Wes Anderson movie? I'm getting that Wes Anderson vibe. That's right, Prince. Their videos are all like super entertaining and different too. I love how they do everything. This band completely has me. Ghostface Rap Stab by Azasis. We'll have to put that one on. This breakdown here, love it. This bridge. And I love the solos. They're so creative. And it's so weird, these New Zealanders. This is so much fun just listening to music with you guys. I feel like such a dork, but I'm having a blast. You get to see a whole new side of Davey, watching music that makes him happy and hearing songs he's never heard before. How about that? Yeah, I love this band to death. They've got 3 full-length records, a couple little EPs and stuff like that. If you dig this song, you'd probably like, everything else they've got, I would imagine. Let me see here. Ooh, come on. The Ghostface Erica, the Azasis, is it from Scream 6? Is that the song? I'm listening. I'm previewing it right now. It's only 2 minutes 20 seconds. That's such a short song. All right, let's check this one out that Erica dropped in here. Ghostface Rap Stab. This seems like it'll be a little bit of a blast. Jay Beach says recently seen the Phoenician Scheme trailer, Wes Anderson's newest. Yeah, yeah. As soon as I was right there, I'm right there with you. Like I've been going to the movies a lot lately. I've seen it a couple times. Yeah, and right away when you start seeing the aesthetic and the actors in it and the way they're dressed, you're like, oh, this is Wes Anderson's new movie. I can tell. Let's check out this one that looks like it's going to be a fun one from the Scream 6 soundtrack. At least that's what it says here. This is let me do this here. What is this called? This is Azasis. Wow, there we go. Ghostface Rap. But then it also says stab. Okay, so I'm just going to include that all in there. Okay. Here we go. Let's check this one out. 3, 2, 1, begin. Oh, and they got a commercial. And another commercial? No, it's just listen to this on Spotify. Edited by Reese. Oh, so okay. This is aggressive. So it's just inspired by Scream 6. It's not from the actual movie, right? But I mean, they're using the clips from the movie. Well, Erica, I will say this. It's sweet. Your boyfriend knows what you like. It's great. This is when I tell people I like scary movies, like when I'm meeting somebody new and I tell them I love horror movies, I wonder if they think that I'm like the character in this song. Probably. Probably. Not an everyday song, but it's fun. No, I hear you. I'm just curious. Never heard it before. Let's see what it's like. Yeah, I can get you next on that one, Aaron. Boom. That was Stab the Ghostface rap from Azasis. Azasis, everybody. All right. So Phantasmus by Twin Tribes. That's going to be the next one here, requested by Mr. Aaron Click. Let me just update the banner here. Twin Tribes. So is this like Christmas, but a fantasy version of an even more fantasy version of Christmas? I don't know. All right, let me pull up the link for you guys there. I guess I should have done the link first, updated the banner. Whatever, we'll do another one of these mixtape hangouts, and maybe I'll figure out a better way to do it all here. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Erica, you're too funny. Davey's like, I'm not playing any more of her songs. No, come on. We have fun here. You guys, I mean, I could play something that would be pretty wild too. So I'm giving you guys the more middle of the road kind of Davey stuff. But let's go ahead and get going on Phantasmus by Twin Tribes. We're gonna get this one rolling in 3, 2, 1, play. Thank you, Erica. Now I'm tempted to play you guys some Tom McDonald after this one. Have any of you guys ever heard Tom McDonald? Curious. Ooh, I like this, Aaron. Kind of spooky vibe here. Airy guitars. I dig it. Kind of a goth kind of thing going on. There you go. Some Tom McDonald love. But would you lick him? Oh, in the video? Shoot, I just picked the track. I fucked up. Yeah, this is very gothy. I dig this. Who wouldn't, right? Granted, yes. What's happening, Eli? Hope you're doing well, my guy. We are, man, this has been really fun, Eli. It's been kind of a bit of a smaller group, much more intimate tonight because we're listening to music. We're not talking about movies. So YouTube's probably going to be like, why did you do a stream and hardly talk? I don't know. But yeah, if you want to check out the track we're listening to now, it's Phantasmus by Twin Tribes, and the link is in the chat. Will do. I like the way he says Phantasmus. Good shit. Very theatrical. Man, 3.1 million views. All right. They're doing well for themselves here. What's happening, Antonis? We are just wrapping stuff up here today. We've been listening to a whole bunch of different kind of music on the stream tonight. It's been fun. Shaking things up this evening on Late Night with the Davy. Guys, I think that will be the last track of the evening that we will listen to on this mixtape that we put together here. Man, this was fun. I figured it was going to be, like I just said a few minutes ago, a bit more of a, intimate gathering because, music isn't everyone's cup of tea, especially just certain genres and all that stuff. And plus, probably not as entertaining if you're not listening to the music. So I would imagine that everyone that's been kicking it here tonight for a bulk of the evening has been listening along. So thank you guys so much. You all are amazing for hanging out with me on episode 43 of Late Night with the Davy. I'm so pumped to get to episode 50. Hopefully I make it. Please let me make it. I mean, anything can happen at any point, right? This was a total blast. I had a lot of fun with you guys, and we'll probably do this again sometime. I'm thinking that maybe this is something that should be kind of like a members only thing, and then because when I do hop on here for stuff like Late Night with the Davy or discussions, I think people do, like, I don't know why, but it seems like people do enjoy hearing me just blah, blah, blah for 2 hours about movies and that kind of stuff, or just like one or two topics, which is wild, but trust me, I can do some damn talking. But maybe this sort of thing would be great for just kind of a members only thing, like once a month, do a little mixtape hangout. I know not all of you guys that kicked it with us here tonight are members, but 99 cents a month is pretty chill. I don't really, some people buy the bigger tiers on the memberships, but I open everything up to all members. So whether or not you're paying like 99 cents or $9.99 a month, like you're still going to pretty much get the same experience. Of course, I need to ramp things up for some of those other folks, but just $1 a month if you wanted to hang out with the members only chats, and we could do fun stuff like this more frequently. J Beach says different type of stream was a good time. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for kicking it with us. Man, I'm trying to think. I remember when Interpol was big because there was that whole 80s revival thing in the early 2000s, but I can't think of an Interpol song. I really can't. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, Erica, and thank you for suggesting your tunes. The Scream song was hilarious. I quite enjoyed the Tech 9 track, so thank you so much for, on a night where we're shaking it up even more by bringing some hip hop into the mix. I love that. I think every genre can certainly be celebrated and enjoyed, right? It's just about, for me, I like, as long as the song is good, that's all I really care about. I don't really care about genres very much. Let's see here. What else do we got? Thank you so much, Eli. Don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this amazing channel and consider becoming a member of the mighty Death Squad. Hell yeah. Look at that. We stopped playing music and people are funneling in now. It's amazing the way that YouTube seems to work. Very suspicious even. What kind of pop music is your favorite, Antonis? Like what era? Or are there like which 3 artists in pop music that you really love? I'm curious to know. Yeah, guys, I'll probably head out here within the next few minutes, grab myself a little bite, reload. I do want to let you know before I go, Friday, there's going to be a members only stream early afternoon East Coast time, so keep an eye out for that if you are a channel member. Friday evening, I'm going to be over on Happy Sanjo's channel. Koi is going to be interviewing me over there, so that should be a damn good time. Sunday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Sunday is my birthday, guys, so 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to go live with you guys, share some of my birthday with you because I love y'all so very much and want to kick it with you. So, get ready for a little bit of a birthday stream. And then next week, we've got the return of Hit the Bricks Live over on Drum Dum's channel with Lee and Nick from the Lost River Drive-In. So we're going to be covering horror movie news and all that kind of fun stuff over there on Monday night. And on Wednesday for Late Night with the Davy, episode 44, we're going to do a start bench cut with Matt Facci from Facci Cinema. and we're doing start bench cut of 70s and 80s horror. So get your items ready that you want us to rank start bench cut. That'll be next Wednesday. And I think that's all I got for you. I'm going to do some shooting later on tonight, so look out for a Fight or Flight movie review and a Clown in a Cornfield movie review as well. If you want to check out my thoughts on Final Destination Bloodlines, there is a review over on the Horror Show channel. Let me see if I can actually drop that link in here for you guys to check out there. Horror Show channel. Oh, yeah. And then, yeah, tomorrow night, I'm going to be checking out Bring Her Back. I'm really pumped to check that, to see that movie tomorrow night. So let me just drop this link in here really quick for y'all. Blake, I'm so sorry that you missed us, but you can always scrub on back if you want to check out our mixtape. I picked a handful of songs. The chat picked most of the songs tonight. I heard a lot of those tracks for the very, very first time ever. So it was pretty rad. Really dug that PJ Harvey tune. Stands out to me for sure. Birthday stream on Sunday. That's right. Okay, guys, that is going to wrap it up for me. Tyler says, man, sometimes I just have to throw on the big Def Leppard tunes. Oh my gosh, the friggin' Mutt Lang production's amazing, huh? Yeah, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. Thank you so much to all of you for hanging out here, especially those that were rocking the boss tunage here with me. Really appreciate you guys for subscribing, being Patreon members. Man, the channel members, you guys are absolutely amazing. Shout out to all the Death Squad mods for holding it down here this evening. And of course, everyone that dropped a suggestion for a track, really appreciate you as well. And I just want to highlight a couple other things here. Brett became a member today. Thank you so much, Brett. Really appreciate that. Joel from Darkroom Reviews dropped a 99-cent super sticker, and our guy Robert the Wolfman dropped a $2 super chat to get his track played. So really appreciate you guys. Every little bit helps keep the lights on and helps us keep on going over here. So yeah, that is going to wrap it up for episode 43 of Late Night with the Davey. I'll be back on Friday for the members and for everyone else on Sunday for the birthday streams. So yeah, keep an eye out for some more pre-recorded material, and I'll see you guys this weekend. So until next time, I've been and will continue being Davey Deathray. Take care.